You steal my apple, I'll steal your apple. You take my dog, I'll take your dog. You kill my child, I'll kill your child. A very simple idea of apple for apple, dog for dog. It gets very complex when you start talking about killing a child or a relative, a family member. We can see in our society now how destructive this behavior can be. And actually through ages it has. Hammurabi, the king of Babylon, he himself saw this as a huge problem in his country. And he actually outlawed the saying, eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth. He wanted to protect his people, and he wanted to protect humanity as a whole. Through the ages, when we talk about justice and law and crime, we work towards trying to save humanity, trying to find the best way to do this. Since I was 13 years old, I have worked through the justice system to do what in America we're implementing as the restorative justice and balance approach. I will talk about the key points in it as community safety, accountability, and competency development. The Office of Juvenile Justice and Delinquency Prevention, the federal agency for juvenile justice, states, the restorative justice view is that true balance is achieved only when the needs of the victims, offenders, and the community are considered in each case and within the system as a whole. When we talk about accountability, what we're talking about is the victims and youth feeling accountable for their actions. As OJJDP, Office of Juvenile Justice and Delinquency Prevention, states, as a value for accountability, when an individual commits an offense, the offender incurs an obligation to individual victims and community. The youth needs to respect the victim and needs to know what he did was wrong so that he can make this better in the community. For us, it's very important for accountability. That way, if the child knows what he did was wrong, we can actually start integrating him back into the community once we address how the victims feel about it. But accountability is not the only thing that we have to work at that time. We also have to work on how the community feels about what happened. It's very important for the community to have the child back. But as OJJDP puts it, juvenile justice has a responsibility to protect the public from juveniles in the system, which is true. If a child is very violent and very aggressive towards people, the community doesn't want him to be there to be that way towards them. And so it is our duty to make sure that the youth is getting the help they need, the services they need, and to be able to respond proactively in the community. And so it's very important for us to make sure the child can be part of the community. And last of all, we have to think of the youth. The victim is okay. The community feels like they want to reintegrate this child, and most communities do. They want the children back to help. And we have to think of the competency development, which that means is the child needs to feel confident in their abilities to be in a community. So if they go into the justice system, they need to come out with the skills and the developed mentality to be able to progress in society. And as they put as a value, the offender who entered the juvenile justice system should be more capable when they leave than when they entered. Now, here's my graph, and we use this one for a lot of people. Community safety, community development, and accountability. We use it as a triangle because the angle is 90 degrees on each side, which makes it equally important for all parts. Since the beginning of America, we have incorporated this restorative justice, even if we didn't know it. And I would like to end it with a quote that most of us know. We, the people of the United States, in order to form a more perfect union, establish justice, ensure domestic tranquility, provide for the common defense, promote the general welfare, and secure the blessings of liberty to ourselves and our prosperity, do ordain to establish this Constitution for the United States of America. We have always incorporated the restorative justice and the balanced approach since the beginning of U.S. history.